death of me. Recipes in the kitchen to make the best of me. Less of me you will never see. Ha, nigga, you will never see. Recipes in the kitchen to make the best of me. Gotta be solid to the death of me. Recipes in the kitchen to make the best of me. Less of me you will never see. Ha, nigga, you will never see. Recipes in the kitchen to make the best of me. Every bar getting packed, we bout to open the tap. Just feel the fire when you throwing them back. I'm multiplying if I'm holding a stack. It's in my hands, right? Supplying headphones in a track. We need some bands, right? I'm clean as whistling, penciling up my plans now. Dressing up for office, it stands out. Let's get a flow, parading all through your city.
On the night, well, alright. I don't want no relationship with a broke bitch. Call it what you want to. Shout it what you gon' do. I don't want no relationship with your broke ass. Call it what you want to. What you see is what you get. That's why we never been to the movies or in the park in the dark holding hands. That's why I like fucking with you hoochie groupie. Y'all don't really want no man. That's why we never been to the beach. Water splashing on our feet while we tanning in the sand.
Pull up on me. Baby, pull up on me. Pull up on me. Baby, pull up on me.
Pull up on me.
Baby, pull up on me.
Let's take it there.
Pull up on me.
Yeah.
Pull up on me.
Patiently waiting for you to grace me with your presence. Got a gift for your box and I ain't talking about no presents. This dick in my pants, sometimes considered as a weapon. Hope you came with protection, spread your legs, it's time for stretching. I heard that you teach, well in them sheets I got them lessons. I stepped with correction, had no reason not to respect it. I ate it up first, then I slid it in her midsection. That's when it got hectic, whole lot of screaming and yesing. You know the guards, she know my name, it ain't no question. The neighbors do too, they know it's mine, it ain't no guessing. This here understood, so overstand it, I'll be stressing. I need your caressing while I'm sucking all on your breasts. Mirror reflections got me feeling like I'm the bestest. Look in my eyes, tell me you love me while you nuttin'. To me this shit nothing, I'm making shape, I keep on pumping. Till I fill up your stomach, I can't fuck on no empty woman. So she
things that I want you to do. You want me, baby, and I want you to come on in, yeah. Pull up on me. Yeah, come on and pull up on me. Come on and pull up on me.
Yeah. Round two, let's pop it off. You thought I was a 1 minute man, shit not at all. You faking sleep, I'm tryna eat, you tryna stall. I'm tryna stroke your throat till you choke, suck on my balls. This shit ain't for no kids, this here grown folk biz. This here gon' hit your ribs, have you glad you hit them gears? And yeah, put up on me, hit me when you get lonely. I'm loving the way you look when you bounce that ass on this hook. Shorty, I'm just a crook, steal your heart with this book, that's brain, that ain't a game. Lick you from your ass to your chain, don't be no lame, what's up? Lick you from your ass to your chain, don't be no lame. What's up? What's
the
up?
things that I want you to do. You want me, baby, and I want you to come on.
Pull up on me.
Come on in, yeah. Pull up on me.
So she.
Yeah. Come on and pull up on me. Come on and pull up on me.
Fire with the guard. You know. I'ma give it to you straight. Let me break it down for you niggas, man. Yeah, check it. I was open to plenty plans. Made a bunch of deals with niggas, shook plenty hands. I stand on my motherfucking 2 feet, that's too deep. Niggas rather swim in the shallow part with some supervision. That shit just caused division. And when it's purpose driven, you the type of nigga rather work and get it. Don't mean to hurt no feelings. Certain villains just built different, they respect it though. One thing for sure, they look up to bro. Bro that made his network grow. So, pop a pill and take it slow. Let the smoke burn till it's your turn to get some M's. You niggas just like some gems. You don't want no pressure with that half-ass effort. Trying to come talk to the boss and ain't no numbers involved. Don't hear my number at all. I'm with my son playing ball. I'm with my wife spinning chips. You niggas salty, I see it. Heard me talking about it, but ain't believe I could be it. Damn. I was open to plenty plans. You know. Cross my heart, hope to die. I was open to plenty plans. Man, they overlook how I'm coming, that's from lack of vision. Precise with every move, attack with precision. That bastard is different. So if you ever interfere in the casket you getting, I ain't naming no niggas. Trying to throw shade just to play. The shame of you niggas. I keep the heat up on the hip if you can't keep your cool. You could get whipped like grade school. I'm making dollars move. I don't plan on working this year. I'm just gonna call the shots. Like Sonny in the Bronx. I might set up the block. With my shit in reverse. They don't wanna fuck with the guard. I'ma take him to church. Make his ass soul search until he find what he missing. In the meantime, I'ma be getting every dollar that's owed. The game is not to be told, it's to be sold on my soul. I was open to plenty plans and niggas flaked on your man. Now it's lobster with every meal. I oversee every deal. I was open to plenty plans. I was open to plenty plans, man.
Let's get it, man. Welcome, man. We're in the building. We in the building today. What's good, man? My nigga Bronze in this thing, man. What's good? Salute, gang. But look, y'all. And we're gonna get straight into it. So I got a clip I wanted to react to with the non-guilty boys, man, and like it came across my desk. I wasn't in that live to see it, but it came across my desk. I'm like, man, I gotta react to this. At the end of the day, you know, you can't get out of character, and on this internet, man, you got people that'll get you out of character. Now, I'm gonna express just how I feel about the whole situation, doing the situation. But it happened on my nigga Scope channel, man. Shout out, Just Say No to Scope. It happened on Scope channel. You know what I'm saying? Also, man, we got the timeline. We're gonna hit a couple gaps within the timeline to the Nolan Wells case, man. They got a couple gaps in that. We're gonna get into that. Also, who made the phone call? Y'all know I don't hear nobody. I be watching people and I be seeing stuff, but I don't see nobody saying nothing about who was on the phone that made that call to the CETO. I even try to look it up, and they saying it could be like 3 different individuals who made that call. Why nobody trying to talk to the person that was on the phone? Because he could tell you just who he was telling to shut up and everything. Like, shut the fuck up. Y'all remember when he was saying that? Excuse my French. When he was telling everybody, hey, shut up on the boat. And you hear, is he dead? And you hear a bunch of other stuff and stuff like that, like in the background, because of the call being enhanced. So my question right now is, by the call being enhanced, right? Everybody worrying about what was said in the background, and I think that's pretty clear. The question is, who's on the phone making the call? That's who I want to know who that is.
So we're gonna dissect that a little bit too. And I'm gonna pull up something to show y'all just like it's they saying it's like 3 different people who it could be, but it's not a guarantee that it was them. Well, like y'all got the call from the CETO. Y'all know who said they got a membership and all this and that. Who is that on the phone? It shouldn't be a mystery who was on that phone. So that's something out here nobody asking. Everybody saying, oh, the audio call, the boats and who saw him on the island and Katie, and I'm hearing all of that, but nobody saying for this phone call who made that phone call to CETO. Who is that person on the phone telling everybody shut the fuck up, shut up, because he trying to hear what the lady saying over the phone? Why they was supposedly sinking and he got really good reception and they supposedly be out in the water. And he had some pretty decent reception. So it's just a lot to uncover when it come to that. I want to get into that. We're gonna get we got some videos. I got some stuff pulled up. We're gonna most definitely get into that. But let's start with the not guilty boys, because that's pertaining to the Mo3 case. Now, the Mo3 sector, everybody know about the Mo3 sector. Not everybody, but if you don't, a lot of channels was built off this sector, man. Like you can say I'm a part of it too, because that's where I got, you know what I'm saying, my stripes at on this online, knowing how to navigate and everything. You learn, yeah, you're gonna learn in the Mo3 sector. They gonna get you. You gonna learn. But this pertaining to the Mo3 case, not Nolan Wells, but Nolan Wells was the subject of topic for the show. But somehow, some way, it was navigated to the Mo3. And they got the trial coming up August 24th, which is going to be big. I'm definitely going to be covering that. I got to. It's a must. I have to. And I got some nice sports updates for y'all too, man. We're going to do a sports show. I'm going to do a sports show for y'all real soon, man. Yeah, Stephon Diggs, this guy signed by the Commanders. That's a blessing. Wondering where are you going to go? Who knows? You know what I mean? I'm hoping he come to New Orleans, man. Come on down here, man, to the Big Easy, baby. You dig? Him and Olave, man. Are you can Olave? Man, that'd be fire. Come on down here, man. We got a 1-2 punch now. Our offense should be straight. Plus, we got Travis Etienne in the back and stuff like that. Yeah, we rocking. Anyway, that's for the sports show. That's for the sports show. Right now, we rocking on this here, right? So, I'm about to pull it up. Man. We're gonna be pausing it a little bit and stuff like that, but yeah, man, we definitely got to get into this right here, man. Shout out to Sko. Just say no to Sko, man. Shout out to the 9 guilty boys. I didn't know a lot, but I learned a lot by these small encounters that's about to take place. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it.
Hey, look at you. I was gonna say passive aggressive ain't nothing but a nice way to say playing in somebody's face. I've watched her interviews. I watched the Good Morning America interview. I watched the CNN interview, and she seems like a very sweet lady. And honestly, she still ain't really said anything bad about the white folks. So Mississippi is clearly mad at me and you.
Yeah,
they're clearly mad at me and you. They're clearly mad at the comment section for feeling how they feel. They clearly mad at, but she ain't really. She just want answers, fam.
Right.
I mean, she literally got on Good Morning America and said, "Some of y'all may not let people let your kids hang with people because of the color of their skin, but I'm not like that."
Go.
What's going on? Rainwater. Rainwater. What's good? But
let me pause it right there. Look, for off the dump. Look, Sko wasn't trying to hear that shit no more. Like this is my thing. I had to play the first encounter because Sko right there, you can see the way Sko was rocking. Sko wasn't really trying to like necessarily hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel, the way his body language was. And then he said, "Oh, Rain," like as if Rain had the power to let himself up on the panel. The way he had normally said, "Hold on, I got a guest backstage" or something. You know what I mean? Like Paul just showed like it's some kind of, man, hold on, wait, I got a guest backstage. Man, my boy Rainwater in the building. I'm about to, woo, woo, woo. No, he just like brought Rain up like as if Rain he brought Rain up like Rain was like a part of the show, like he could like Rain could let himself up backstage. You know what I'm saying? The way he just popped up like that, like just peep it out, boy. Y'all gotta remember, man. Sko used to on Cheaters. That nigga used to be one of the directors on Cheaters. He cold with running them plays. But like just peep Sko body language and shit, like how he on the announce Rain, he just bring him up like he wanted like on some surprise type shit, right? But check it out though.
Answers, the way they sealing everything up, the way they kind of came out and said no foul play early, Ben Crump is challenging all that. Do you think they kind of being a little, because Christine, Nolan's mom, was saying she wasn't hearing from him, like it'd be 10 days and nothing. Do you think they kind of playing in their face a little bit, man?
Hey, look at you. I was gonna say passive aggressive ain't nothing but a nice way to say playing in somebody's face. I've watched her interviews. I watched the Good Morning America interview. I watched the CNN interview, and she seems like a very sweet lady. And honestly, she still ain't really said anything bad about the white folks. So Mississippi is clearly mad at me and you. They clearly mad at the comment section for feeling us, fam.
Right.
I mean, she literally got on Good Morning America and said, some of y'all may not let your kids hang with people because of the color of their skin, but I'm not like that.
Go.
What's going on?
Rainwater.
Rainwater, what's good, my guy?
See, I'm just chilling. I just got back in town. Nothing dropped.
Look how dude energy shift. That nigga, look, it's gonna say Rainwater. What's up, my guy? Was like, and look how dude, like, he put his hand across his mouth, and he is like, man, it's something, right? His whole body language changed. He don't say nothing. He quiet. The way he looking, just peep it out. Like, man, just peep it out. This shit crazy. Peep it out.
We talking about Nolan Wells right now, fam.
I don't give a damn about no Nolan. My partner's trip and come fucking Nolan Wells.
What's going on, bro?
I'm just letting the warning shot to anybody that going against Mo 3, representing anything around Mo 3. I'm just sitting here and watch a couple Mo 3 interviews on my movie room. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anybody.
Long live Mo 3.
Yeah, anybody that represents.
That nigga said in my movie room. Look at dude. That nigga said I'm about to go watch some of Mo 3 old videos in my movie room. You did? Yeah, man. Like I'm about to just go over here and just go do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's like, you know what I mean? I'm about to go watch my partner. You feel me? See just what was going on like back in the days, just to reminisce a little bit. Look at dude's face though. Dude wasn't feeling that shit, like he wanted to say something. And Rain like kind of throwing shots. That nigga said in my movie room. Dog, that's gonna add up later. That little line right there gonna add up later. But let's get back into it. This shit crazy.
Anything got something to do against Mo 3. Welcome to the Rainwater Show. I don't think people understand how deep this goes. I see y'all soon.
Salute to Rainwater, man. Salute.
Man, fuck Rainwater.
What's going on with you?
Fuck Rainwater.
What's going on?
That nigga was straight up. That nigga said, man, fuck Rainwater, man. As soon as nigga got off the panel, man, fuck Rainwater, man. Nigga, fuck Rainwater, man. Fuck Rainwater. So that nigga dropped off the panel. That nigga said, man, fuck Rainwater. Sko like, what? Why? What happened? What the? Sko like, huh? What you mean? What you mean? Fuck, what happened? What's going on? Playing crazy. Look, Sko cold at this shit. Nigga. This nigga a fool, dog. One thing you have to learn about being on this internet, I swear to God, you got to know where you at, and it's best to follow a crowd outside of you thinking, wherever you go, the person who got the podcast or the, you know what I'm saying, who set up this interview with you, you can't always think they're gonna do right by you, man. And one thing for sure, your partner, he left earlier. I think his name was Mike or something. He left. He said, man, I'm about to go get me some food. Woo. You know what I mean? It ain't too much more really to get into type shit. You decided to stay because you wanted the clout. Now, sometimes not knowing where you at can backfire you. And you sat on this panel a little too long. You sat on this panel a little too long and got a little too comfortable. Too comfortable. It's the Mo 3 sector, dog. And that's where it's go from. Let's go.
Watch a couple Mo 3 interviews on my movie room. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anybody.
Long live Mo 3.
Yeah, anybody that represent anything got something to do against Mo 3. You know, welcome to the Rainwater Show. I don't think people understand how deep this goes. I see y'all soon.
Salute the Rainwater, man. Salute.
Man, fuck Rainwater.
What's going
Fuck
on with you?
Rainwater.
What's
Fuck
going on?
Rainwater.
What's going on
That's
with
all
Rain?
I'm gonna say. I'm a real nigga. Ain't nothing going on.
Oh, I
You
bet
know,
that's
talking
kind of
about fuck Nolan Wells, man. Fuck
yeah.
you,
That was
nigga.
kind of Rain. That was kind of
Wrong
weird.
with you, nigga?
Well, that was kind of awkward. Yeah, well, yeah.
Get that nigga out of here, man.
Hey, that was kind of
Clown
awkward,
ass
man.
nigga.
Hey, that was kind of awkward, man.
Come on, man.
That was kind of awkward, man. Yeah, I'm
clown,
yeah.
nigga.
Okay, let me see. Haitian K, what's good, man?
All right, now.
What's good with it, bro?
Man, homie, a lawyer, dog. Dude, a lawyer, bro. You know what I mean? A defense attorney, man. Y'all want him represent y'all. He just showed that other side of him like that. Y'all want him represent y'all. I'm just saying, if I would put my life on the line, would it be with a guy like this? Just saying, man, because you know, it's crazy, man. It's the way the hood came out, straight up, that man, fuck Rainwater, man. When the nigga said that shit was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was crazy. But look, Rain come back. Rain come back. But dude, energy was off ever since then, and I don't want to run all of the live or whatever. We got other shit to cover in general. The real stuff we came here to cover tonight. We still got to cover that. But I just had to show how dude energy like kind of shifted after that. Like he was there, but then he wasn't there, like in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, he don't want to leave, and he don't know how to get off of this shit. Like it's like it's fun and it's new to him probably, or he used to it, but he ain't been getting this attention, so he trying to soak it all up. But this not the place to try to soak that up. You're gonna have some, especially when the bombshells that come out within what's about to happen, especially when those bombshells hit. So let's go. Let's get back into it right here.
As well too. You know what I mean? Do you care to speak about anything with the Mo 3 case? With the Mo 3 situation?
That's
it. Everything. If we online. Yeah, I thought we here now. I thought we here now.
I gotta run it back.
Amen. Yeah.
I gotta run.
Yeah, good.
You did, like, how you feel tonight, fam? You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm gonna pause it right there. Reason why is because Scope about to really let him know, like, look, bro, this the internet. You know what I'm saying? You here now. So certain shit, either you go address or you not go address. Because I gotta give you a little back history about my channel. Now he may not know how Scope started, which I'm pretty sure I don't think he did. Because if he did, from the bombshells we were about to get, I think he would have been pretty skeptical about coming. Or if he would have seen, he probably would have seen what's about to happen coming. I could say it like that. If he'd have did his homework, but he didn't. So Skull kind of about to break it down to him, like, look, man, you know, this channel, you know, was built off of the Mo 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I blew up covering the Mo 3 sector, like creating, being one of the founders of the Mo 3 sector, and we deep. But, you know, at the end of the day, that's how this channel was built. I don't think he knew that. You got to peep his facial expression change, everything when Sko kind of like explained this to him. Because Sko getting messages behind the scenes about him from Rain. Because he like, damn, bro, like, Sko probably like, man, you trying to fuck up my show, whatever, woo, woo, woo. And he probably like, nah, nigga, this shit was built for Mo 3. You fuck with 3? Bro, we got to get into this while you got this nigga on your panel. Now, he just did Willie D. went up there, talked real professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was kind of like convinced to the point, like, man, these niggas are legit, man. Like they black, young, you know what I mean, men, you know what I'm saying? And they really getting it when they come to this law shit. But I saw the nigga side of it. Oh man, this here gonna fuck up your clientele, everything, bro. Ain't nobody gonna really want to be represented, putting their life in the hands of somebody that probably be sliding on you into some street shit yourself. Now let's get into it.
I'm ready to get back and talk about some more, man.
I think me and you finna make the headlines tomorrow, bro. I think, I mean, I think we finna make that.
But they don't even know that ain't what we do this for, though.
That was his heads up. I think me and you about to make the headlines tomorrow. That was his heads up. It ain't even come yet. That little minor incident between him and Rain, that ain't shit. That nigga Sko, he ain't see it coming, but Sko just said, I think me and you gonna make the head. He see it coming already. Sko see it coming.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying, though? I think me and you finna make the, you know what I mean? Yeah, but we talking about Nolan Wells, though. We here to talk about Nolan Wells. You know what I'm saying? We here to speak about Nolan Wells, man. Yeah, we here to speak about Nolan Wells, man. Yeah.
You a wild nigga, man.
No, let me tell you the crazy part about it. The report, hey, look, bro, everything just came in. Yeah, we just talking about, we coming, the reports everything just came in. You feel me? So I'm sitting like, you know what I mean? I'm looking like, huh? So I'm looking like, huh? Trip, talk Trip, yeah, huh? Trip, yeah, yeah. Trip put me on game. Yeah. I'm like, oh, yeah, these niggas finna eat with this then. I'm like, okay, yeah, these niggas finna eat with this. Let me see. I do got my guy, Business John. Business John, what's good, my guy? We talk about Nolan Wells, fam. Talk to me, Business John. Business John, you in the building?
Yeah, come on.
Nigga, you done woke up, man. Let me see, Business, let me see, hold on. Okay, I can't hear you, Business John. Let me see, I can't hear you, Business John. Let me see, let me go here real quick. Let me get Business John. Let me see.
What about now, bro? Can you hear me, fam?
I hear you. Hold on. I hear you. You kind of loud. You're a little bit loud, man. Call back here. Let me see him. I see you back here too, man. We was talking about Nolan Wells, man. We was talking about Nolan Wells. You know what I mean? Where do you stand? Where do you?
Now why Sko brought dude up and then drop him back down like that, and then say, "Oh, I got him backstage, whatever." He waiting on Rain. Sko waiting on Rain right now. He waiting on Rain. That nigga cold with this shit. I swear, that nigga a beast. He waiting on Rain. You feel me? He making small talk and shit like that. You dig? But quiet as kept. That nigga waiting on Rain. He looking backstage. He waiting on Rain to pull up so he could pull him up. That's why once Rain pulled up, he knew that's who he was waiting on. He was about to get some guests from backstage and didn't wait for Rain. But then Rain pulled up, pull all them down, whatever. He heard dude good. He just made an excuse to drop it. Dude shit wasn't too loud. His shit was perfect. No bullshit. Pull him down. Hold up. This ain't what we about to do right here. We need to get into this. So he about to like give him the intro to what's really about to happen. And he gonna be firm with him and ask him like, can you answer questions about the Mo3 case? I know we talking Nolan Wells, but can you answer these questions about the Mo3 case? Let's get into it.
On my channel, we cover Nolan Wells. At the same time, I'm breaking down a lot of Mo3 story as well too. We were talking about Nolan Wells. Amen. Yeah, we just talking about, we coming, the reports everything reports just came in. You feel me? So I'm sitting like, you know what I mean? So I'm looking like, huh? So I'm looking like, huh? Trip, talk Trip, yeah, huh? Trip, yeah, yeah. Trip put me on game. Yeah. I'm like, oh. I'm like, okay, yeah. These niggas finna eat with this then. I'm like, okay, yeah, these finna eat with this. Let me see. I do got my guy, Business John. Business John, what's good, my guy? We talk about Nolan Wells, fam. Talk to me, Business John. Business John, you in the building?
Yeah, come on.
Nigga, you done woke up, man. Let me see, Business. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, I can't hear you, Business John. Let me see. I can't hear you, Business John. Let me see. Let me go here real quick. Let me get Business John. Let me see.
What about now, bro? Can you hear me, fam?
I hear you. Hold on. I hear you. You kind of loud. You're a little bit loud, man. Call back here. Let me see him. I see you back here too, man. We was talking about Nolan Wells, man. We was talking about Nolan Wells. You know what I mean? Where do you stand? Where do you? On my channel, we cover Nolan Wells. At the same time, I'm breaking down a lot of Mo3 story as well too. You know what I mean? Do you care to speak about anything with the Mo 3 case? With the Mo 3 situation?
Um,
I say everything. I thought we here now. I thought we here now.
Yeah, if you
heard that, we on live. We here now. We here now. What you gonna do? You gonna answer some questions or you not? Was this an overplay for the underplay? What? That's the way Coolin said. Yeah. Is this the overplay for the underplay? Let's go. Let's go, Skull. Let's go, Skull.
This, I'm gonna say this channel started. I'm gonna say that this channel started covering Mo 3. That's how the channel started. It was breaking down Mo 3, covering Mo 3. You feel me? Rainwater came up here and Rain was talking and saying, I mean, everybody look at the mood, like kind of what's going on. You know, like I said, we cover Mo 3 over here, man.
Okay.
What's the deal with you? Would y'all talk? Would y'all have a conversation?
Hey, shout out to Trip, man. You know, this is my side of town. You know, Drew, I think I run circles around you, Drew. But you know, we're gonna get like this, y'all. This nigga's a fraud. This nigga's a peon fraud.
Man, shut your bitch ass up and get out. Man, come see me.
Watch it come out. Watch it come out.
What's going on with this?
Hold up. Hey, this nigga's a Mo 3. This nigga's a Mo 3 hater. This nigga's a Mo 3 hater. This nigga's a Mo 3 fraud. Yeah, Mo 3 hater.
Wait, have a conversation with him. I just asked you about the Mo 3 shot, so have a conversation.
I run circles around him. Shout out to True for that alley hoop. Thank you.
Boy, your don't even run, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? Run circles, nigga. What is you talking about?
I run circles around
here, bro. You fishing for attention,
even Mo,
bro. You fishing for
attention,
even
Mo 3.
That's what you doing.
Even with the dude. Even with the dude. Hold up.
Your turn, baby.
Listen. You attorney. Listen,
what's the issue, Rain?
You know I'm more than that,
attorney.
You know I'm more than that, though. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, listen.
Say, baby. I don't
I'm coming for that shit in your safe. You know that shit you know that you selling in your safe? Oh yeah. I'm gonna run circles around you. You know that shit in your safe that you still
do what you doing, fam. Do what you do. I don't know what you talking about.
Hey, Scout.
I don't know what
he was hitting
about.
3 and his cousin hitting his baby mama. He's a Mo 3 hater. You remember YB, little Mo 3 partner got killed in Greenville? Yes, you did. Mo 3 got his.
I don't know what you talking about, fam.
Oh, EJ cut you out.
What you talking about? You EJ
cut you out, didn't Why EJ cut you out? You know y'all niggas don't. You know y'all niggas want
attention, bro. You want attention.
Hey, listen. You know you ain't. Hold on, stand up, Clyde. Hey, let's stay up in this. So you know you in your body.
Hold on, Rain. I won't tell can't nobody hear y'all. It's just y'all niggas talking. We can't hear y'all. We can't hear y'all, bro. We can't hear nobody know what y'all talking about. Y'all gotta give us some transparency, fam. We don't know what y'all talking about.
Ain't nothing to be transparent about, bro. This man getting on here trying to bait me, and I'm smarter than him. I always been smarter than him.
Mo 3 trial is coming up.
I always be smarter than him. You know what
I got more money than you. I got more money than you.
Man. So off the dump, dude, look, I'm gonna run it back. I gotta run it back, y'all. I gotta run it back. Off the dump, when Rain come up, that dude goes straight hood. I don't think a jury will be able to see this, or if this get out, I don't know, dog, like client-wise, because you're a defense attorney, bro. This ain't a good look. But the bombshell haven't came yet. We gotta listen close.
You feel me? Rain came up here and Rain was talking and saying, I mean, everybody look at the mood, like kind of what's going on. You know, like I said, we cover Mo 3 over here, man.
Okay.
What's the deal with you? Would y'all talk? Would y'all have a conversation?
Hey, shout out to Trip, man. You know, this is my side of town. You know, Drew, I think I run circles around you, Drew. But you know, we're gonna get like this, y'all. This nigga's a fraud. This nigga's a peon fraud.
Man, shut your bitch ass up and get out. Man, come see me.
Watch it come out.
What's going on with this?
Hold up. Hey, this nigga's a Mo 3. This nigga's a Mo 3 hater. This nigga's a Mo 3 hater. This nigga's a Mo 3 fraud. Yeah, Mo 3 hater.
Wait, have a conversation with him. I just asked you about the Mo 3 shot, so have a conversation.
I run circles around him. Shout out to True for that alley hoop. Thank you.
Boy, your fat ass don't even run, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? Run circles, nigga. What is you talking about,
circles
bro?
around
Get over here,
your
bro. You fishing for attention.
Even
bitch, bro. You fishing for attention like a little bitch. That's what you doing.
Even attorney.
You know I'm holding that.
Look, that nigga Ray said, attorney. Ray said, attorney. That nigga said, you know I'm more than that though. You can't let somebody get you out of character. If you're a lawyer, you want to be professional. You ain't here to really grow your business. You ain't here to really grow your foundation. When your partner left, you should have left. But let's go.
I'm gonna say, baby, I'm friendly.
I'm coming for that shit in your safe. You know that shit you selling in your safe? Oh yeah. I'm gonna run circles around you. You know that shit in your safe that you still
do what you doing, fam. Do what you doing. I don't know what you talking about.
Hey, Scout.
I don't know what you talking about.
3 and his cousin hitting his baby mama. He's a Mo3 hater. You remember YB little Mo3 partner got killed in Greenville? Yes, you did. Mo3 Philip got his.
I don't know what you talking about, fam.
Oh, EJ cut you out.
What you talking about? You on this bitch talking. You just talking.
EJ cut you out, didn't he? Why EJ cut you out? You know y'all niggas don't. You know y'all niggas want
attention, bro. You want attention.
Hey, listen. You know you ain't. Hold on, stand up, Clyde. Hey, let's stay on this show. You know you ain't party.
Hold on, Rain. Hold on, I want y'all. Can't nobody hear y'all. It's just y'all niggas talking. We can't hear y'all. We can't hear y'all, bro. We can't hear y'all. Nobody know what y'all talking about. Y'all gotta give us some transparency, fam. We don't know what y'all talking about.
Ain't nothing to be transparent about, bro. This man getting on here trying to bait me, and I'm smarter than him. I always been smarter than him.
The Mo3 trial is coming up.
I always be smarter than him. You know,
I got more money than you. That's why EJ cut y'all out.
More money than me.
Way more money. I just gave you $1,000 for consultation.
Wow.
You just told me.
The fact that you getting on this podcast saying you got
way more money. Way more money.
You got more money than me.
Hold on, listen, Stoke.
So 3 little peon ass nigga.
You a peon.
That's worse.
You a peon.
I can take that to the bank, baby.
You a peon.
What's your
baby mama? You a peon.
Rainwater. What do you have to do with the Mo3 trial? Rain. What does it do with the Mo3 trial, man?
That's Jerry. You know he ain't that Jerry who I am, but that's Jerry, a lawyer. He go against Mo3 on anything. That was EJ partner, but
Drew, you represent Jerry Johnson.
I am representing Jerry Johnson.
Okay.
I am.
Hello.
That's it. Enough said, dog. Enough said right there. Yes, he is representing Jerry Johnson, which is one of the accused people from killing Mo3, from having something to do with Mo3 being killed. So that's all I needed to hear. All the rest is just pure entertainment. They just taking jabs at each other. Now, let's get into the real, y'all. Let's get into the real. We're gonna start off. We gotta start off with this clip right here.
For the majority of it.
We gotta start with this because I want y'all to see something. I want to show y'all how they're arresting more people in the Nolan Wells case for threats and stuff like that. Black people, they trying to find them. They really like pursuing that. They taking like as if these threats are really, really serious. You know what I mean? But they're not doing the same for the people that's threatening the Wells family. Like they not taking that as serious as they taking this. So I want to touch on this right fast. Let me pull this up. I want to touch on this. At the end of the day, with the Nolan Wells case, y'all, we back into it, y'all. All right, that was just some entertainment for the crowd. That's with the Mo3 sector, you know what I'm saying? Because the Yellow Beezy trial is definitely going to be coming up. It's a lot of different trials, actually, that's taking place that has something to do with the killing of Mo3. But right now, we're about to get into the Nolan Wells. So at the end of the day, you have a kid that went out to Horn Island on the 4th of July with a bunch of his white buddies and didn't come back. That's how they try to paint the picture, but there's way, way, way more to the story. So right now, you got people getting death threats and all of this, and they arresting all the black people that's doing this. Not even just black people, just they taking any threats that's coming into this white family more serious. These white families more serious than what they're doing with the blacks. So let's get into this right.
Families of his friends have received death threats. Now there's been an arrest connected to one of those claims. According to court documents, Joseph Alfredo Vasquez Dumars is in custody for an alleged death threat sent over social media to Jackson County Chancery Judge Ashley Cole, the mother of a friend of Nolan Wells. The message sent to Cole describes a package being sent to Cole reading, "It's going to blow you away when you see it." According to officials familiar with the investigation, Nolan Wells' official autopsy is complete, and the results of that autopsy conducted by the state's medical examiner's office will now be sent to a grand jury.
Now, this is what I want to put out there. That person that's been arrested, this person is another one, right? Officials following Nolan Wells' death. There's 3 people that have been arrested so far against Warren Hudson's family. And it's a whole bunch of other people finna get arrested once they find out their identity, but at least 3. And let me tell you what this means.
Let me tell you what this means. This means they're taking the death threats more seriously on the white families than the death threats by the Ku Klux Klan that's being made against the black family. Because the mother is going through racial stuff at work. She can't even go to work because she's being harassed even through her job. The dad also is being harassed even through his line of work. Nobody talking about that because they're supposed to be the victims. But they are the victims in this situation. But they trying to reverse it to make the boys seem like they're the victims. So they trying to go after these perpetrators that's basically harassing this innocent family. But what about the family that's being harassed that lost their son? Nobody talking about the phone calls and the death threats that they getting from all white people. Because I don't know if no black people calling their phones threatening them. But all the black people that's calling their phone, we got to go round them up. It's still all a part of the system as far as like black incarceration. Black and brown incarceration. That's just still a part of the system. That's why they're going after them and not going after the death threats that the black family get. But let's hear his excuse on why it's happening.
If anybody try to say that Nolan Wells' family and Benjamin Crump is just looking for answers, then if they're just looking for answers, why are these people getting death threats? It's because they've portrayed the Warren family and all these white boys as suspects, claiming that they did something to Nolan. How do you know, Mr. Tatum? 3 people have been arrested on one side. Nobody's been arrested on the other side. Not saying that they're not getting threatening messages, but they're not getting to this degree. 3 people have been arrested against the white side. Here's a couple people that should get arrested once they find out who these people are. Roll the clip.
Don't try and run now. Your son is a piece of shit, and he's about to get all the way up. Don't run now. You use a punk just like your son. You him. You guys are gonna get what the coming to you. I know he killed that little kid, man. You guys aren't your wife ain't all you racist pieces of all you.
All right, next.
Yeah, no. Now let's pause it on that one. You saying he need to be arrested, right? Let's be real on this one, right? Let's be real. Would you take him serious if he gonna really harm one of them? Be honest, y'all. Let's be honest. He's saying all this, yeah, you racist piece of shit. You're gonna pay for the. I understand the consequence behind it, but is it worth trying to go through a whole investigation to find out who he is, where he is, then send out the proper paperwork and do all of that shit that costs money just for this family? Is it worth it? Do you really take him serious? Like he really about to do something? Like a girl with the bomb threats. You really think she know how to make a fucking bomb? It's the point that they trying to prove, they trying to make to stop the calls, but they all really bullshit calls. They just going after the people that's just consistently calling. That's it. But this family here getting random calls from random white groups, white hate groups, calling the Wells family. But you just got a bunch of random people, you know what I mean, that's just calling just to call, just to fuck with them. You can't take them serious. They ain't about to do shit. And y'all making it like, oh yeah, they a big old threat. They a big threat. They not no threat. And they're not no threat. They're getting up, going to work the next day. Let's go though.
Answer the phone. You and your folks think y'all ass so smart, so slick. All these other your son gonna get the worst of it, and he know it. He know it. He ain't. Y'all ain't say. Y'all can't say that little nigga. Y'all can't say y'all self. But just know it coming. It real coming.
Real coming.
Yo, sons and them gonna disable their account and all this other Bruce ass. They know what's going on. They know what they did. They disabled that shit for a reason. They lowered up for a reason. They gonna follow this ass for a reason. They know. Yo, was scared to answer that phone because you know what's going on. And ain't nobody scared of y'all white ass. On Jesus. A face y'all.
Jesus.
Ain't nobody worried about you.
All right,
ain't
next
nobody
clip. We
scared.
played these yesterday, but for the people that didn't see it, I'm showing you some clips on it. He said they real coming. That's a I don't know what language he's speaking, but they real coming. I need to make a shirt. They real coming.
Look, I was to tell them, I ain't gonna lie. I know you're doing this for entertainment, but like if you was to show a real death threat call, not these kids and other people, just it's buffoonery, right? If you was to show somebody like that'd be taken really serious type of call, you don't have those. You know why? They looking into the and when they look into the serious ones, they like this not even serious. How many times they called? Okay, but they can't undermine not one call, right? But they undermine in every call when they come to the Wells family. Let's get back into it.
You coming over Uncle them house? Are they real coming? All right, come on. Here's another idiot.
Mister.
Who is this?
You wasn't gonna die, little bro. Ain't your for what y'all did.
I don't mean to laugh, but God of mercy, the ignorance. Who raising these people? You gonna die, little shawty? They real coming. Yeah, how about y'all get an education and then insult people? It's $134,000. Only reason I support this is because they have been religious death threats, and there is no findings that they had anything to do with this. The only reason we're talking about them because they're white. Because none of these pictures, none of these articles feature any of the black friends. None of them. Nobody's saying that Trayston had anything to do with it. They're not even accusing Trayston. Trayston already have an alibi. But they ain't even talking about Trayston. They don't even bring him up. Then Javon, I think that Javon saw Nolan after all this. Not saying he had anything to do with it. I don't think he did. Why y'all ain't asking him nothing? Why y'all not having all of them as people who could be involved? It's only the white people. Because
I got a question. Is it possible that you know who made that call to Cito? I want to know if Brandon Tatum know who made that call to Cito. And did you talk to him? And if you talked to him, what was his alibi that he fed you? Because you're naming all these other people that should be being accused at the same time of saying, why y'all accusing just the white boys, but y'all not accusing the black boys? Because the black boys is the ones that are trying to put in front of the cameras to make the white boys feel safe from what really happened to Nolan. So the real question is, did you interview, and you say you talked to all the boys, right? So you know who made that call to Cito. Nobody know who made the call, but I guarantee you know who made that call to Cito. And you felt like as if we're gonna put the black kids up and we're gonna get into why they even trusted you with that child's interview from the beginning. We're gonna show you how that was all orchestrated from the breakdown of your history. But like, I understand your point. I understand you just trying to be entertaining for the crowd and stuff like that. But we're gonna get into the facts. And the facts of it is, we don't know who called Cito, but you interviewed all the boys and nobody have yet to disclose who made that phone call. But let's get back into it.
Racing went on the interview with me. Now ignorant black folks are threatening him and all this other stuff. It's insanity. Insanity. Come on, let's look at some other mindless fools. And when the lawsuits start hitting, these are prime candidates. I'm going to send all of these to the lawyers and let them make a decision. These people are out of their minds. Now, I'll say this. If this stuff was true, I see why y'all believe they didn't kill them. But they just made it up. No facts. Made it up. Listen.
Those boys knew the mom was looking for the phone. So they had to dip out, go give the mom the phone, call the Coast Guard. The body was probably in the boat. Bro, because what time did the mom retrieve the phone? Right? They called the Coast Guard at 11. That makes sense. They were, oh, shit, the mom's looking for the phone. The mom's looking for, what do? That's why the boat was parked at the judge's house, because they knew the mom had to go to the other kid's house to get the phone, and the body was in the boat in front of the judge's house, waiting to be dropped off.
She didn't say allegedly. She didn't say I'm joking. She didn't say I'm finna, they might.
At the end of the day, even if you say allegedly, right, and all of this and that, Ben Crump is dying for anybody to file a lawsuit against anybody in this world, that family, about them being accused of anything. Their team cannot wait for any type of lawsuit to be filed. So you're an officer, Tatum. I'm telling you now, you're wasting your time. They're not going to file no lawsuit. They're not going to file no lawsuit. If I think it was one of the guys being accused, dad put up $50,000 to say he even want answers to what happened to Nolan. Do you think he about to sue somebody that like, come on, man. That's not gonna happen. And you dying, you just talking the talk at this point. I dig what you're doing, no doubt. Get your views up, shit, I dig it, but no, like, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong, bro. At the end of the day, it's not about them filing lawsuits because of them being accused of something that you feel they didn't do. It's about those lawsuits being filed, and now those boys have to account for where they was to be found innocent to win that lawsuit. So the people that's going to be representing whoever get filed with some paperwork on a lawsuit is going to be Ben Crump team them representing them in that lawsuit for sure, to defend them, because they're going to be in there taking answers to why, not to why, but to where, their whereabouts, to prove that this is a defamation case to the point they're being accused of something that they didn't do. So the lawyers know this. Obviously, he probably know this. He just saying it. But You saying I'm gonna send all of this to Bart's lawyer and I'm gonna send this to this lawyer. They probably don't even look at that shit. The secretary look at it and say he sent another video. It's like, yeah, fucking Tatum, this guy. That's how they looking at you at this point. But you're part of the organization. Just don't do too much to get put out the organization. Let's get back to it.
That snag-a-tooth trailer trash woman, Lord help me. Come on. Let me take it back. That woman, you know what she looked like and how she acting, was lying. She made the whole thing up. No allegedly, no nothing. She just made it up. Here's another one.
Now, somebody that's trailer park trash can afford a lawsuit for defamation. You think she can afford a lawsuit for defamation? And they got $50,000 to put up for a reward for for information about. Stop it, bro. See, that's what I be talking about. Stop it.
You gotta be a sick. We gotta be it's a sick world we live in, where about 5 to 8 kids are able to try to keep a secret pertaining to the life of a black person. 7 to 8 white kids are keeping a secret. That's how much they tell you they don't value our lives. You gotta be. Are we in Disney World? Is this La La Land? This feels like a movie. You mean to tell me 7 to 8 white kids are keeping a secret about a black kid's life? Together? Conspiring? Nobody cracked? They got it from somewhere. Now the token black guy, I don't know, token is derogatory, but now the black guy that came, smashed all the girls on him because they want they want that chocolate, huh? Hung to the knee, pause.
Queen's Flip say hung to the knees, pause. Yeah, man. Yeah. Queen's Flip. He said hung to the knees, pause. Yeah.
I don't mean to be insensitive, but they wanted that chocolate. They wanted that what you can't give them. Hey, all you came together. All the guys came together to conspire to keep a secret about Nolan Wells. How deep is Mississippi? We know the history of Mississippi. We know the history of racism. We know the history of that, right? Mississippi burning. There's a lot of things that happen in Mississippi pertaining to these things.
I can't handle the pure.
He was keeping it a little too real for you. This is another one he said he was gonna send to the lawyer. Yeah, right there. Pause it. Bart.
You missed it. Him. Roll it.
Take on the Nolan Wells case. Bart did it.
Bart did
now,
it.
this is allegedly, but I believe that Bart did it.
Time out. Bart lawyers. Where you at? Come on.
Look, Bart lawyers. Where you at? Come on. Right? The point of it is, you were just saying, oh, girl didn't say allegedly, but dude said allegedly, but yet you still trying to say they should sue. You got to get it together. Tatum, get it together. The last video, when somebody was being accused and you wanted to say they should sue, didn't say alleged or nothing. This guy said allegedly. Bart did it. And he said allegedly, right? All of this is alleged. He said allegedly. Bart, you pause it right there. Yeah, Bart lawyers. How? If dude said allegedly, this is just my interpretation of what I'm getting from the story, and I just want to express myself. Everybody you feel you can find that don't agree with you doesn't mean they're against you. They just don't agree with you. Out of all people, I feel you should get that. So no lawsuit should be drawn up against nobody just giving their opinion on the internet, bro. Think about it. You can file as many of them things as you want. The person that reports they were served on a lawsuit by anybody out of that family or that camp of being accused, Ben Crumb gonna hop on that ASAP because that's what they want. So I think you're helping them. So keep just doing what you're doing, because if one of them really feel like, yeah, we have a solid one with this one, or the family decide like, nah, we're gonna fucking sue, and they telling them, well, your son, he gotta have his alibi together for sure, because they're gonna want to know his whereabouts because of the allegations that's brought up against him pertaining to his lawsuit. He got to tell us, he got to prove where he was. That's the only way you wouldn't be able to, you won't win. It'll be a waste of money, waste of time. You won't win, right? Let's get back to it real fast. Just check how he said what he said.
Oh, you can't just say allegedly and then that covers you. No, you came out and knowingly and intentionally made a false statement. Roll it.
Had some type of relationship with Katie. Katie was obviously with Nolan. Bart had a jealous rage seeing a young black male with a white female. We know in states like Mississippi, I see it all the time in my.
How can he say knowingly when it's his opinion? Like as if he know the boys didn't do it. No, he don't know they didn't do it. Like he don't know they did it. He just giving his opinion. So how you gonna say he said this knowingly, like as if he know the boys are innocent? Bro, gotta get it together, Tatum. Gotta get it together. Let's go.
Community where white guys get jealous to see black guys with white girls. I've seen it a million times, and people who deny this are flat out lying. I believe what happened was that Bart put Nolan in a chokehold, and he didn't realize his own strength, and Nolan did not wake up. Hence the reason why we hear in the background of the CETO call, we hear, "Damn it, Bart, Nolan, wake the fuck up. Is he dead?" All this is allegedly now. Well, if he just accidentally killed him, then why wouldn't they bring him to the police? Because Bart has so much to lose. He was the star football player on his way to the NFL.
Bart was on his way to the NFL? Can somebody?
Ain't no telling if that part, like you could tell, like he just trying to pick through and say of a speculation of what it was. That actually made sense, what he said. I'm not saying it's the truth. I'm just saying it made sense. He basically saying like a fight broke out on the boat and Bart accidentally choked out Nolan, got him in a little chokehold and actually really choked him out, and Nolan didn't wake up because of him being on the drugs, not the drugs, but in general, right? Him being on alcohol, and we still wait for the toxicology report to even say like if he was on any other substance, right? So we're not gonna just throw that against him. I feel like he probably was just out there drinking, man. I don't think he was out there doing no real hard drugs. I think he was just out there drinking. But that kind of made sense what he said. And then they panicked afterwards, and everybody not knowing what to do, they gonna try to make it seem like as if he drowned. So they calling a tow and they about to try to sink the boat. And then they like thinking like, fuck it, we sink the boat. Hey, our parents would be mad, you know. So they call their parents, got off the phone with the T people, the tow people, you know what I mean? And kind of like probably stashed Nolan's body on the fucking boat while they was, who knows? I'm just speculating at this point too. Because that kind of adds up with what old girl said, saying that Nolan's body was on the boat in front of the judge house. They bought his phone back, and then they went to calling the mom because they knew his body was on the boat. Then they took him out, dumped him. You know, I don't know. Who knows? Because it's an hour gap from two different. We're going to get into all of that. We're about to get into all of that. We're going to break that all the way down. But for right now, let's just stay where we at. But we about to get into the discrimination that's going against the Nolan Wells family at the end of the day. Because people being arrested, but yet nobody being arrested for the hate mail that the Wells family are receiving. And this is hate mail. Something they can get fingerprints off of and actually identify people. Easy. But they're not doing that. I wonder why. They're not doing that. But let's get back into it.
Verify that. Bart was on his way to the NFL. These kids were like freshmen in college. Anyway, I seen the video. Bart's boat. All that. I'm just gonna say I don't think nobody was in any position to fight nobody. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't think nobody was in a position to fight anybody. And I saw pictures of Nolan, and I don't think nobody whooping Nolan anyway. I don't think nobody in this friend group is whooping Nolan. I don't think so. I don't know. I haven't seen Bart.
That kind of still adds up to the story you saying you don't see nobody whipping Nolan, which means they'll have to try to wrestle them. They wouldn't be able to stand with them toe to toe, and then they're on the boat. So it's hard to keep your balance if a fight or something break out. So it had to be like a wrestle match to the point where the white boy probably got him in a chokehold. Who knows? And it was accidental. Who knows? There was probably really just a bullshit fight that turned deadly. An honest mistake. But now everybody trying to cover it up because who knows? It's Bart, they friend, and they know, man, he didn't mean to do that, right? Like, no, bro, like he crying, he don't know what to do. He depending on them to have his back. But what if he wasn't crying? What if he was like, fuck him, throw him overboard? I'm gonna call my parents, they'll know what to do. And then they come up with this good alibi because at the end of the day, they know they got this kid body on this boat. We're gonna get into that timeline also. Let's bring it here real fast. Let me come here. Let me share this real fast. And then we're gonna get into the timeline. Let's bring this up. This is on the Young Turks channel. They be coming with it. But I just want you to peep this up.
Nolan Wells, the family, sent mail taunting them and their legal team. Yep, it's happening. Here are the details, the update for you. According to Atlanta Black Stars, the family of 18-year-old Nolan Wells prepares to lay him to rest. His grieving mother says they are now being targeted with hateful mail simply for demanding answers about Nolan's death. Christine Woonsley shared a photograph, social media this is, of an anonymous piece of mail sent to her home. It features images of civil rights leader Reverend Al Sharpton.
Now, this is hate mail, and this is the picture, right? As you can see. But at the end of the day, nobody talking about this. And this something you can see her finger right there, her hand, that she took a photo of it. Y'all can't do fingerprint analysis on this, or y'all can't know just exactly where this was mailed out from. They could just put a random postcard in the mail without knowing who the sender was. There's no way y'all can dig deep into this and we figure out who this is and y'all arrest them. Outside of these people making these bullshit calls talking about, oh yeah, we're gonna blow it up and all this. Man, that girl don't even know what C4 look like. She don't even know how to make a bomb out of gunpowder from firecrackers and a tennis ball. She don't even know how to make that. And some duct tape. She don't even know how to do that. Like, come on, bro. You can't take the people that are arrested serious. But hate mail like this, you see, hate mail hit different because they're not trying to leave what you call a digital trace. You know what I mean? If you make phone calls, if you're online making comments or anything like that, that's a digital trace because we living in the digital world right now. They can find you. They're going to find you. If you consistently doing what you're doing, they're going to try to make an example out of you. Hate mail is kind of different. You have to analyze it by handwriting, where the sender, if they put a sender, it's the original form of hate. You send it by mail. Let's get back into it.
And attorney Ben Crump blanking her with large dollar signs superimposed over their faces. Longtime racist trope. It is used to discredit Black activists, suggests they profit from tragedy. The sender did not, coward, include a return address. Let's give you more here. Christina Woonsley shared a photo on social media, as we said, that anonymous piece of mail sent to her home. And then there is the Texas Congresswoman, Jasmine Crockett. Let's talk about what she's saying Crockett blasted the harassment. This country is really showing how ugly it is. People used to keep this mess to their little weekly Klan meetings, Crockett wrote. Stop harassing people who have already endured the unthinkable. Meanwhile, the funeral being held today as we go on the air for Nolan Wells, the family grieving ever since his death. So many things not known, so many explanations needed. Wells's funeral will be held according to the family's announcement. Visitation scheduled from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., followed immediately by the funeral service. We do want to keep it for family and friends. It goes on to say, teammates, former teammates, we want to celebrate Nolan. He would not want us sitting around crying, Woolsey said at a press conference Wednesday. It'll be followed by a repast at the Jackson County Fairgrounds. The filmmaker Tyler Perry, you may recall Tyler Perry and Colin Kaepernick both stepping in. Autopsy, paying for that. This is not unusual. Both have been involved. Simply seeking justice in this jurisdiction makes it one. Wells's mother would speak at the funeral.
I basically just wanted to show y'all that that they do have hate mail coming from both sides, but nobody is really not hate mail, but they got hate calls versus hate mail. But as you can see, nobody is taking the other side serious. Nobody is really taking what's going on with them serious, if you ask me. Nope, none of them. They're not taking the threats on their family serious. All right, now let's get into this, because Officer Tatum is kind of like I would say, he's probably a puppet. He's being orchestrated through what's going on. He's like a pawn, I would say. He's like a pawn. They're using him. And in a way, it adds up now. And this guy, I like to just call him Flacco, is on it. I mean, he on it. Let's get into it.
Killed Nolan Wells, and I don't think they even realized it. But everybody is happy and celebrating this newfound information except one person. That person is Officer Tatum. But here's the thing. He got exposed today, too. These white folks exposed Officer Tatum's tea. His career is over after this, bro. Because how can anybody take anything he says seriously after you hear what they just found out about Tatum? Earlier in the day yesterday, Cajun Navy, who, by the way, is the independent organization who went looking for Nolan and discovered Nolan Wells' body. They don't work for the family of Nolan Wells, and they don't work for the friends of Nolan Wells. They are an independent body. They released what they believe is the most likely orders of events leading up to Nolan Wells' death. Starts off that before 3:23 p.m., nobody really knows what took place before 3:23 p.m., but by all accounts, Nolan Wells was alive before 3:23 p.m. The reason why
nobody can account before 3:23 p.m., but his buddy said the last time he seen them was at 3 o'clock. So I guess it was that around the 3:23 p.m. mark. Let's keep that in mind, because that's the last time he said he seen Nolan, like he walked past him or something like that and made a slick comment about the chick. Let's go.
Why they don't believe that Nolan Wells was dead at this time is because there's like this photo of Nolan Wells in the water surrounded by boats. They're claiming the photo was taken around that time, 4:27. Now, once the friends got done with the emergency call that we heard, the audit where they were claiming they were sinking, once they got done with that call, and then whatever they had to do with the boat, there's a photo at 4:27 p.m. of them getting ready to go. At 4:31, they had left the island and they were sailing off. at 5 p.m. This is where the nonsense starts right here. This is where the nonsense starts, okay?
Wait. So I'm kind of confused. Between 3:23 and 4:31, they got the distress call about the boat sinking, right? Between 3:23 and 4:21. If they got the distress call between 3:23 and 4:21 when they were sinking, right? Last independently corroborated sighting. So the second supply display black clock 427 showing both people in the okay, so if they called between 3:23 and 4:27, this is around the time of the murder of whatever happened to Nolan. 4:31 to 5 o'clock. Let's play it. Let me see something. Let's play it.
North. At 5 p.m. This is where the nonsense starts right here. This is where the nonsense starts, okay? Now, if we are to believe again, people, we have to explore different.
My bad. Gotta run it back.
There's a photo at 4:27. Photo was taken around that time. 4:27. Now, once the friends got done with the emergency call that we heard, the audio where they were claiming they were sinking, once they got done with that call, and then whatever they had to do with the boat, there's a photo at 4:27 p.m. of them getting ready to go. At 4:31, they had left the island and they were sailing off.
Something not right about the time frame between that like real early into it. Something not right about that time frame. That picture couldn't have been taken at no 4:27. Whatever picture they trying to say was taken at 4:27, is it a time that's on the picture? If so, could it have been altered any kind of way, like to make it like as if this was what was happening at the time? If that picture was taken at 4:27 and Nolan was seen on the boat at 4:27, that means he was on the boat. So when y'all left, he was on the boat. Why would you be there? And if Nolan in the picture at 4:27, why would he be here on the boat with y'all, then get off after about to sink and chill with a girl? Let's get back to it. Let me see something.
Orders of events leading up to Nolan Wells' death starts off that before 3:23 p.m., nobody really knows what took place before 3:23 p.m., but by all accounts, Nolan Wells was alive before 3:23 p.m. The reason why they don't believe that Nolan Wells was dead at this time is because there's like this photo of Nolan Wells in the water surrounded by boats. They're claiming the photo was taken around that time. 4:27. Now, once the friends got done with the emergency call that we heard, the audio where they were claiming they were sinking, once they got done with that call, and then whatever they had to do with the boat, there's a photo at 4:27 p.m. of them getting ready to go. At 4:31, they had left the island and they were sailing off. At 5 p.m., this is where the nonsense starts right here. This is where the nonsense starts, okay? Now, if we are to believe the friend, again, people, we have to explore different theories because we don't know exactly what took place. If we were to believe the friends and they said, hey, he was not with us, we have no idea where he was, but we ain't do nothing wrong. If we just take that into consideration for a moment, wouldn't these next 4 series of events be a little odd? So they quote unquote left at 4:31 p.m. At 5 p.m., all right, Matthew Lamp states a passenger was pretty certain a person was part of a group that was almost fighting around 5 p.m. He says the Bertram with blue top left shortly afterwards and fast, not believed to be a factor at this time. I beg a differ. And the reason I must beg a differ is because even Tatum The dude who came out and said there's no evidence of any foul play happening, that Tatum, he was forced to admit through an eyewitness that someone saw Nolan get into a fight or an altercation with somebody else. And they DM'd that person, hey, you're going to jail. I seen what you did. You're going to jail. I seen you and Nolan having that altercation. I seen it. The person who Nolan had the altercation with have not been identified yet. We don't know their names. We don't know when the altercation took place.
There's multiple people involved, people that may have seen Nolan last, but is not being truthful and coming forward as to what they saw, who was with him last. And we have various people that have come out or come to us with the information. And one was sent in a DM, honing in on one particular person that may have been in an altercation with Nolan, that alluded to the fact that, and I messaged this person because I want to talk directly to the person that I saw the DM from. And we haven't talked to this person yet. But the person said in the DM to another kid that is associated, not any of the kids that I interviewed or talked to, but that could be associated to some degree, that knew Nolan, that this person wrote a message saying, me and my husband saw you arguing with Nolan, and to the effect of you're going to spend the rest of your life in prison.
That would mean that.
All right, so him saying that an eyewitness, check this out, said they sent a message saying that me and my husband, which means you just gave us the okay to expect that adults was most definitely on that island. Adults was most definitely on the island when you said that me and my husband. Now, Flacco about to take it a whole nother direction, but out that moment in that piece right there, that's what I caught. Because there was like as if it's just a bunch of kids, young college kids, and whatever. You had adults out there also, grown people. Because to get a message saying that me and my husband seeing you and Nolan get into that altercation and you're going to go to jail, that's not a kid being a witness. Them two adults. Who are those two adults, and have they been receiving death threats to the point where they don't even want nothing to do with nothing? They mad. They even said something from the beginning. Who knows? Who knows? It is Mississippi. But I want to run that back. I want to run that whole little interview part back because it breaks down a lot. So I want to run that part. Let's go.
Nolan had the altercation have not been identified yet. We don't know their names. We don't know when the altercation took place.
There's multiple people involved, people that may have seen Nolan last, but is not being truthful and coming forward as to what they saw, who was with him last. And we have various people that have come out or come to us with the information. And one was sent in a DM, honing in on one particular person that may have been in an altercation with Nolan, that alluded to the fact that, and I messaged this person because I want to talk directly to the person that I saw the DM from. And we haven't talked to this person yet. But the person said in the DM to another kid that is associated, not any of the kids that I interviewed or talked to, but that could be associated to some degree, that knew Nolan, that this person wrote a message saying, me and my husband saw you arguing with Nolan, and to the effect of you're going to spend the rest of your life in prison.
That would mean that Nolan Wells was involved in an altercation that's unaccounted for, that has not really been accounted for yet. Nobody is stepping forward to speak on this altercation. We don't know when the altercation took place, how it took place. We know nothing about it. So hence when you tell me there is also another altercation that's unaccounted for at about 5 p.m. after apparently Nolan Wells was saw around 4:27 p.m., an altercation around 5 p.m. according to y'all took place, and then by 7:30 nobody knew where Nolan Wells was. Yeah, I will beg a differ when you say, oh, this means nothing. Of course it means something. Nolan Wells was involved in an unaccounted for altercation, and that's being documented by the very people who is anti-conspiracy, who is anti the family, who is anti people like myself who believe Nolan Wells was murdered. So those same people is telling you there's an unaccounted for altercation that Nolan Wells was involved in. It was unaccounted for. And it took place right around this time, right around 5, because by 7:30, by 6 p.m., no, there's no Nolan Wells. He's nowhere in sight. There are people who was actually on the.
All right, I got questions. If the toll call was made around 3 or something like that, like a little after, right around 4:31, right when they was about to be leaving, if the toll call was made then, and on the toll call you can hear in the background like, oh no, Nolan, how he was in an altercation around 5. That's impossible. But the last time he was sighted on the boat was at 4:27. So if he was last seen on the boat at 4:27, is either two things. That picture or that video, is that time frame is completely off. That may have been when they got there way before 3 o'clock. That may be like when they first got there, a video of something like that. They probably can't even like track the time of the video, who knows, but they should be able to. But I feel that's not the right timeline of the boat call. If they was leaving when they made this call, the time of Nolan last sighting was at 3:23. Because, well, no, the last sighting of Nolan would have been at 4:27 when he actually got on the boat and left Katie. And then that call was made. Because he had to be on the boat to be murdered. Right? If they saying that he was murdered on the boat, if he was on the boat, and whatever happened on that boat, he had to leave with them, right? The distress call came around that time. Nolan was already dead, so I don't see an altercation. So it's either two things. The time frame of the altercation don't add up, or the video or the photo of Nolan last being sighted don't add up. It don't add up. If y'all get what I'm saying, it don't add up. You see what I'm saying? They saying the last time Nolan was seen was at 4:27, but an altercation took place at 5 o'clock. I don't think an altercation took place at 5 o'clock. I think the altercation and the person that's accusing whoever know just what happened to Nolan, because they seen it, because they probably was on another boat, or they seen them dump his body or something in general, because of the altercation when Nolan was getting on the boat with them. Probably didn't even send a text to the person that really killed Nolan. They just panicked and shared it amongst each other. But That timeline don't add up. So we creating a new one, which means if Nolan was last sighted at 427, he couldn't have been in an altercation after that. The altercation that he probably supposedly was in that they saw, it happened on that boat. That's the only way the picture add up with their story. He wasn't killed on the island. Somebody seen him being killed on the boat. That's the only thing that adds up with that. If you actually listen. If you actually listen even to what he's saying, because the reason why I say they probably seen them doing it to him on the boat, because Tatum is saying basically, and I'm gonna run it back. Tatum is basically saying it was her and her husband, which means that's probably they boat that they took out there. These adults, I'm not saying these other kids not adult, they just young adults. These probably are most seasoned people. For her to say, me and my husband saw what y'all, because they probably was on the boat a ways out or whatever, you never know, close enough to see some commotion happening on the boat, pick up their binoculars. You know, white people nosy. White people are nosy. You never think nobody looking, white folks looking. But let's go. So when it comes to this and him telling the story of how it is, for one, you confirmed that it was adults on the boat. It was adults on the island. And for two, he confirmed that they seen what happened. Now, they don't say where it happened, which means where did this couple see what happened to Nolan at? Did they see it happen on the island or did they see it happen on the boat? You see what I'm saying, y'all? So if the picture is right at 427, this couple that's saying they seen this altercation that Nolan was in, this happened on the boat. Let's go.
I seen you and Nolan having that altercation. I seen it. The person who Nolan had the altercation with have not been identified yet. We don't know their names. We don't know when the altercation took place.
There's more.
Now, they don't know the name because it happened on the boat. They don't know the location because it happened on the boat. They don't know nothing, but they do know that he was in the altercation. If you're in an altercation with somebody and have a fight, everybody will see if y'all was on the island. Y'all book of people say like, yeah, well, Nolan and dude got into it. Bring him in for questioning. For them not to even know who he got into it with, it happened on the boat. The couple that seen them, they probably was on another boat behind them, on the side of them, a little ahead of them, who knows? Binoculars could see a long way, and somebody probably was sitting there looking at that boat on probably some purge shit to see if somebody going, who knows? 4th of July, they drunk, ain't no telling what these kids doing on them boats. I'm about to see what they doing over there. I'm about to see what they doing over there. And so happened, they look over there and said, well, damn, they gonna kill that kid. Man, they killed that kid. Well, damn, man. Shit, who boys are those? I'm just throwing out. If you come on, Saints of God. I'm just throwing it out there. The people that seen what happened to them happen on that boat. For them not to have nobody to even see him get into an altercation and say, yeah, Nolan got into it with dude right there. But at the end of the day, Wyatt did say he got into a fight, right? Let's go. Because he was talking to his girlfriend, which is a white girl, crazy in front of some other white boys, and he supposedly black or mixed, right? And he feel like I'm supposed to be a part of y'all. No, not when you're talking to a white girl like that. So he had a little scuffle. Maybe he was mad at Nolan for not being his black friend and jumping in and barked like, yeah, I said something. Nolan probably told him, man, fuck both of y'all. And then a fight broke out on the boat, and what happened. It may have happened by mistake, but something happened. But check this out.
Nolan had the altercation have not been identified yet. We don't know their names. We don't know when the altercation took place.
There's multiple people involved. People that may have seen Nolan last, but is not being truthful and coming forward as to what they saw, who was with him last. And we have various people that have come out or come to us with the information. And one was sent in a DM honing in on one particular person that may have been in an altercation with Nolan that alluded to the fact that, and I messaged this person because I want to talk directly to the person that I saw the DM from. And we haven't talked to this person yet. But the person said in the DM to another kid that is associated, not any of the kids that I interviewed to talk to, but that could be associated to some degree, that knew Nolan, that this person wrote a message saying, me and my husband saw you arguing with Nolan, and to the effect of you're going to spend the rest of your life in prison.
That would mean that Nolan Wells was involved in an altercation that's unaccounted for, that has not really been accounted for yet. Nobody is stepping forward to speak on this altercation. We don't know when the altercation took place, how it took place. We know nothing about it. So hence, when you tell me there is also another altercation that's unaccounted for at about 5 p.m., after apparently Nolan Wells was saw around 4:27 p.m., an altercation around 5 p.m., according to y'all, took place. And then by 7:30, nobody knew where Nolan Wells was. Yeah, I will beg a differ when you say, oh, this means nothing. Of course it means something. Nolan Wells was involved in an unaccounted for altercation, and that's being documented by the very people who is anti-conspiracy, who is anti-the family, who is anti-people like myself who believe Nolan Wells was murdered. So those same people is telling you there's an unaccounted for altercation that Nolan Wells was involved in. It was unaccounted for. And it took place right around this time, right around 5. Because by 7:30, by 6 p.m., no, there's no Nolan Wells. He's nowhere in sight. There were people who was actually on the island. They said they left at 7:30. They said, yo, we were one of the last people to leave the island. We would have seen Nolan if he was there. There was no sighting of Nolan. I can't remember the last time I saw Nolan. Last time I saw him was earlier in the day. But somehow this altercation that was so brutal and so violent and so bad that the people who was involved in it had to hop on their boat and leave immediately. Look right here where it says, right? Look, okay. Matthew Lim states a passenger was pretty certain a person was part of a group that was almost fighting around 5 p.m. He says the Bertram with blue top left shortly afterwards and fast. Now, I don't know why somebody would be leaving in a boat fast. What are you in a hurry for? If you were just involved in a little scuffle on the island, like you not, right? Like there's no police around to arrest you. Like, why are you leaving on that boat super fast? Like, what was the hurry? Like, what was the urgency? Police ain't about to arrest you. They're not there to arrest you. No, you were on the island. Look, you should be able to hop in your boat and sail off. For you to hop in that boat and boom, you were running away from something. Now, I don't know what they were running away from. I honestly don't know what they're running away from. But you can't tell me that's not suspicious, bro. You can't tell me that timeline doesn't give you cause to pause. Now, here's the thing, though. Tatum hates the fact that KJ Navy released this timeline. The very people who claim that they just want to find out what happened to Nolan, we should start race hustling and stop race hustling, stop race grifting. Just look at the facts. KJ Navy and independent source put out the facts, and we're looking at the facts, and guess what? They're now upset because they feel like KJ Navy took away from their narrative, and they're fueling the rumors and they're fueling the fire. I'm sorry, bro. This is a neutral, non-biased, company. They just put out the statements of facts, and the statements of facts, yet again, point in the direction of something really bad happened to Nolan Wells.
I'm not going to do that. We reviewed this thing, and it's a nothing burger. I don't even know why the Cajun Navy put this out. There's nothing there. Maybe it gives people fodder. They can create a lie because they know you're not going to read 26 pages. But I'm going to have Grant read the synopsis because we went through.
If Tatum is supposed to be neutral and unbiased, why do Tatum react so, like he reacts just so defiantly against any piece of anything that's being put out that does not perfectly fit his narrative or narrative that, that people who.
No, that's true. That's true. He get extra defensive every single time, man. Every single time he get extra defensive, saying how he gonna donate to the boys. They already raised $132K. Good for them. Never had that to say about Nolan Wells' family though. It was more like what they need the money for and and all this. It's a money grab. And Ben Crump, I reached out to them like, you want to talk? Who is you for them to even talk to? Who is you? And honestly, do you think they will really talk to you? You know they're not gonna talk to you. You did that and sending those emails and stuff, knowing they wasn't gonna talk to you. They know just who you are. You knew that. And want to make it seem like, oh, I invited them on my show, but then when they go on this show, but now they doing interviews. Because they don't fuck with you. You knew that. You just use that as some type of clickbait, like if any show they want to go on, it should be mine. They don't fuck with you. You knew they wasn't gonna do that. Let's go.
Think like him is putting out there. And then I saw this video, man, by this wonderful content creator called Jay Marie.
Have you ever wanted to see your home from space?
And maybe, just maybe, this is the reason why Tatum is so defiant against anything that doesn't fit his narrative and the narrative that he's trying to perpetuate.
Why aren't we seeing footage?
Now, before I play this, what I want to know is, in the other video I played, he was saying they're going to sue this one, sue that one. Let me see if you're going to sue her. Because I think she's speaking all facts. You didn't say nothing about suing her. You put the other little trailer park trash girl up there, that's what you called her? I don't think that's what she is, but that's what he called her, right? I ain't hear you play this clip and say you're going to sue her, saying she was wrong. Saying everything she putting out is for defamation of character. I ain't hear you say you're going to sue her. But let's hear what she got to say.
Of them returning that day. We know that Nolan was with them when they left. So why do they have the security cams from that morning, but not that night? Whose grandparents live there? Jax Patalo, whose family owns a pharmacy. It goes back deeper than that because George Patalo Sr., which is Jax's great-grandfather who is deceased, as it turns out, his great-grandfather was appointed and served on the staff of Mississippi Governor Cliff Finch. As you can see, I've confirmed Jax's relation to him. And as it turns out, Cliff Finch, well, he was in the Mississippi House of Representatives from 1960 to 1964 and supported racial segregation and backed the racist governor, to preserve segregation in the state. The federal grand jury conducted a 3-year-long investigation into his administration and several state agencies, and they were all accused of corruption and mismanagement. Finch was never found guilty himself, but some of his aides and appointees were indicted. And those sort of political connections seem to trickle down through the generations. So now we know why the governor got involved. And I started looking from 2015 to 2018. He was state director of Americans for Prosperity. Then in 2018 to 2020, he was vice president of Stand Together while being vice president of Americans for Prosperity. Stand Prosperity is a libertarian conservative political advocacy group affiliated with Charles Koch and David Koch. And if you don't know who the Koch brothers are, they're evil. Guess who's one of the major funders for Turning Point USA? Major donors for the Koch brothers also are primary financial pillars for Turning Point USA, specifically their campus operations. And guess who used to serve as the director of urban engagement?
If you tell me that somebody is connected to that person, that's connected to that person, that person, and that person, I might tell you, maybe you reach it. But when it comes to Tatum, no. Tatum is so openly contradictory, hypocritical, boldly blatantly bought out when it comes to this Nolan Wall situation that you have to ask yourself why. Like, why would somebody risk their integrity, risk their good name, their face card? Why would somebody risk their credibility for something that has nothing to do with him, essentially? But now we know the answer. Now we know. Now we know why they only reached out to Officer Tatum out of everybody. Isn't that strange? They could have reached out to Law and Crime. They could have reached out to TMZ. They could have reached out to a million different outlets. They reached out to Officer Tatum and Officer Tatum only. He's the person they chose to come and sit down with the kids to have a conversation. And now we probably know why they chose him, because they're all connected. They all are connected. Tatum was brought in to do damage control. And I'll be real with y'all, right? I'll be real with y'all. He has done a wonderful job in stirring up white folks. He has done a wonderful job in galvanizing white folks. See, he can't galvanize black folks. We don't respect him. He don't got that cachet. He's like he can't show up and get nothing done. But he has done a beautiful job at galvanizing white folks against Nolan Well's family. The most sickening part about all of this, right, was when Tatum says he's not donating to Nolan Well's GoFundMe because he don't know what happened yet, right? And he has gone on this absolute tirade for the last couple of weeks where he's saying, oh my God, the family is in this for money. Benjamin Crump is in this for money. He has critiqued.
Been watching every dollar. Keep saying, yeah, they in it for the money. What they need to raise money for? They the victim, they just want justice. They just got to go through the system and wait for a trial like any other family. What they need money for, and all this and that. Yeah, he said all of that. Same reason why they need money is the same reason why we ain't get that autopsy from the state. Let's go though.
The fundraiser, he has critiqued the Gifts and Go. He has critiqued everything about this family raising money after Nolan Wall's passed. But here is Tatum reacting to Nolan Wall's friends asking for $200,000 on a GoFundMe. On a Gifts and Go. Here is his reaction to this. Now you're about to witness how biased and just like clearly void of all principle this man is.
So anybody that believes that these boys need legal fees taken care of or whatever else they need, go ahead and support. Go ahead and support.
Legal fees for what? They innocent. Right, Tatum? Legal fees for what? You said they're innocent. I don't think you need legal fees to be innocent. Let's go.
And let me tell you, in my heart of hearts, after reviewing all this stuff and listening to everything, I want to support them. I'm trying to be fair, and I can give them a popularity. I can push it out there and let y'all make an opportunity. I'm gonna try to be fair until the conclusion of the case. That I'm not gonna give to either GoFundMe or Gifts and Goes. But I'm gonna tell you what, I'll put it out there if y'all want to support.
There's absolutely nothing fair about what Tatum is doing. Tatum has never shared Nolan Well's like GoFundMe or Gifts and Go. He's never shared any fundraiser belonging for Nolan Wells. Even towards the very beginning, Tatum never shared any GoFundMes for Nolan Well's family to hire, like professionals and private investigators and other things. He didn't donate, not once, as he just admitted. He never shared their GoFundMe link, but Tatum is in his comment section sharing the Gifts and Go link, which just happens to be a Gifts and Go that's to fund legal fees for them to sue Benjamin Crump and Nolan Well's family. So Tatum is saying, man, well, I'm trying to be fair. I'm not going to give, but if you guys want to give, here's a link. Why you ain't never shared Nolan Well's link? Tatum, you are a despicable human being you are going at some point in life, I don't know when, probably in the afterlife, you're going to have to reap what you're sowing, bro. You're going to have to be accountable for all the evil you're doing on earth. This is just evil. There's no way to, this is just evil. There's no other way to cut it. This is just evil. You're picking and picking and picking and picking and picking at this family. Leave them alone. If you don't want to, don't support, but why continue to talk about them and berate them? They're grieving. Leave them alone. Leave a grieving family alone, bro. Stop it. Like, what's wrong with you? He's talking about it to be fair. Man, ain't nothing fair about this, man. But yo, let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, okay? Y'all think Tatum is bought out? I think so. What do you guys think about that new like timeline? Let me know, okay? If you're still watching this video and you want
to say, yeah, man, he a sellout, bro. He a sellout, bro. He is most definitely not in tune with what's going on in the community of the black people. It's this fairy tale world of what he feel should be going on in the black community that he know is not going on in the black community. And he know that shit. He ain't stupid. He know that shit. He most definitely know that. Now I gotta get into this. So Nancy Grace came with some audio. She bought the person who cooked up the audio on the show. Yep, she sure did. And I want to get straight into it because at the end of the day, this audio is big. The time frame of this audio is big. What time was this call made to the CETO compared to what time Nolan Wells was seen on that boat last, compared to what time they made it to where it was going? It's different timelines that you got to break down. They said it was a picture, right? Was that picture taken at 4:27 before this stress call or after? Because if it was made before, Nolan was already dead and the altercation had already took place. If it was after, then Nolan was on that boat dead. Let's get into it.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working.
Who is that? Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn. Who is that kid? Who is that? Made this call. Who is that? That's what I want to know. Who is that? Who made that phone call? Since y'all all on the boat. Who made that phone call? And what time that phone call was made? If that phone call was made before 4:27, that video that they saying was at 4:27, that's not the video. That's not the video at all. The timeline is screwed. Somebody lying. That's not the time of that video. The time of that video may have been, or that photo may have been when they first arrived at Long Island, not leaving. They probably was just getting there. And they try to take that photo to make it seem like as if that's when they was leaving. Who take pictures when they leaving outside of taking pictures when they coming? I should put a poll in the chat. Would you take a picture when you get there or when you leaving? You take more photos when you get there, if you ask me, than from when you leave. All right, but let's get into it.
The young lady, Katie,
that he was hanging out with. I saw a text message from her alluding to the fact that she never saw him get on that boat at all. They could have been saying, don't die or is it dead, referring to the bilge pump. Somebody would have seen something if there was a dramatic commotion like this occurring on that boat.
I hope Nolan Wells died by accident. I'm not shutting down our crime stories investigation until I know.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can you all please come? We have a membership. Shut up! Shut the f*** up! What'd you say?
You know, if that sound is real, there's no getting away from that. And all this business about there's no connection. Well, I listened to a good 40 seconds of SETO, S-E-A, second word T-O-W on hold, listen to their music. There was plenty good connection. But before I can even get to the death threats of blood, so much blood everywhere, and don't step outside, and more, before I can even get to the grand jury, before I can get to the autopsy that's being kept hidden from us, I want you to meet someone very important, critical to this investigation. Her name, Janetta Brantley. Miss Brantley is the audio engineer who enhanced the 911 call, the CTO call, in the Nolan Wells case.
Shout out Miss Brentley. She most definitely held it down. Audio engineer. She enhanced the sounds because she was just interested in the case. It don't mean nothing to it. Don't break nothing from her. Once Nancy Grace is on the case, she's on the case. She's not going to stop it till they know just exactly what happened to Nolan. And if she get anything that's groundbreaking, you best believe she going to turn it over to the authorities. Her whole deal is to make sure that she get justice for Nolan. And it's more of her wanting to know the truth also. When Nancy Grace is on the case, she's on the case. This is the lady who first did the audio engineering and enhanced the background sound. And she gonna even explain where she got it from, how she know it was authentic and came from the source. It wasn't like tampered with at all, and how she enhanced the sound. Check this out.
So everybody claiming some ding dong on YouTube did it, or somebody on Insta or TikTok did it. No, she did it. I've spoken to her. I've read her statement. I want you to judge her credibility. Credibility is normally the sole province of a jury, and tonight you serve in that function. Miss Brantley, I'm sure that you're getting all sorts of abuse, threats, and so forth. It's a cacophony that seemingly won't cease. That said, thank you for being with us tonight. Explain to me where you got the audio, how you got the audio, and what, if anything, you did.
All she did was enhance the audio EQ, right? And she even getting death threats. Have anybody been arrested from threatening this lady's life just because she took a video and enhanced the audio? Don't mean nothing to nobody. She just did it to do it, right? Because she was curious about just what they were saying in the background, like everybody was, right? Why get mad at her? Why send her death threats and stuff? Why nobody was arrested from sending her death threats? Harassing her phones and stuff like that. Her getting death mail and all this type of stuff. Nobody care about that? But you got these people that's being arrested. In all honesty, these nobodies, people that they know ain't going to do what they saying. Y'all arresting them to cause this big scene. But y'all not doing nothing about the ones that's threatening them. Less is always plenty. And what I mean by that is, if you're serious about something, You're not going to keep calling. At the max, you're going to call 2 times to give 2 warnings, and that's a wrap. Now it's time to strike. Y'all not taking those calls serious. And I hope nothing happened to nobody that's been coming forward in this case. But y'all need to start taking that more serious outside of just saying, yeah, we just go arrest these people that we know don't even know how to make bombs. And like, it don't make sense. But let's go. Let's get back into it.
To enhance the audio.
First and foremost, I basically downloaded it off of YouTube from WLOX News's YouTube site. And when I downloaded it, I ripped it off of YouTube. That's the terminology that we use when we take something off of YouTube. But when I ripped it off of YouTube
Pause.
and I pulled it in.
Pause, please. Objection. Miss Brantley, isn't it true that the audio you got was taken directly by XLO from MDMR, correct? The Mississippi Department of Marine Resources. Isn't that true?
Yes.
Okay, please continue, Miss Brantley.
So when I downloaded it from YouTube, I pulled it into my DAW, which is Logic Pro X. That's my DAW of choice. And when I first listened to it, I realized that it was like a dual mono recording, which most, most phone services or operators utilize when they're recording conversations. And so it was already split between the caller, the dispatch, and the callers in the background. And so that's what made it easy for me to isolate it without having to do much to it. So that isolation, when I separated the left channel from the right channel, that just made me be able to really focus on everything that was on the call end. And what I was hearing was I honestly could not believe what I was hearing.
Miss Janetta Brantley, isn't it true this is the same audio that was released by the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources?
Yes, that is absolutely correct.
Let's listen to it one more time.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership. Hey, up! Shut the f*** up! What'd you say? It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. We're going down now. I don't know the phone number. It's either. I think it's. Try that. Everybody was on this phone. I know we have a membership, guaranteed. I don't have the tag on here. It got ripped off. What? No, we do not need that. Let me go look.
Said Wyatt, check his chest. Y'all caught that part? Said Wyatt, check his chest. Then they was saying cover him up. Whatever happened to him on that boat. The witnesses seen the altercation. They seen what happened when they was on that boat. Let's run that back one more time.
That was released by the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources.
Yes, that is absolutely correct.
Let's listen to it one more time.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership. Hey, up! Shut the f*** up! What'd you say? It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. We're going down now. I don't know the phone number. It's either. I think it's. Try that. I know we have a membership, like, guaranteed. I don't have the tag on here. It got ripped off. What? No, we do not need that. Let me go look. Worth it. Gotta jump in and pull the plug while you're going. Take it out of here. Take it out of here. Hello. Take it out of here. Okay, what's going on? What's up? Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our Doge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership. Hello! Let's go! Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our Doge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership. Hello! Let's go!
I'm 49 years old. Last month, I caught my wife crying in the
Back to Janetta Brantley joining us tonight, and she shows herself in that video showing what she is doing. What does adding EQ mean, Ms. Brantley?
Adding EQ is basically selecting a certain frequency of the actual sound and either deleting or removing a certain noise, something that's problematic to the ear, deleting that or boosting that. That's literally all EQing is.
What was your process, Janetta? Because I was sitting researching. It was early in the morning, like 5:45 a.m. several days ago, and I was researching the Nolan Wells case, and I saw the transcript as it was being played. And my husband was also up. He said, "What's wrong?" I'm like, if this is real, this changes everything. It changes everything. Because up until that point, it seemed as if Nolan's death could very well have been an accident. If this is real, it changes everything. It's seismic. What was your reaction when you heard these words, Janetta Brantley?
I think at my core, I was in disbelief. I wasn't cleaning it or enhancing it to specifically look for or identify a crime or even point the fingers at anybody. I believe I wanted it to be an accident. I think a lot of us wanted it to be an accident. So when I heard those things, when I heard, damn it, Bart, that name stood out to me because I hadn't even heard that name before. As I was listening to certain things that stood out to me, I was in disbelief because, again, I'm just an audio engineer. I'm not an investigator or detective or anything like that. So when I heard a name that I wasn't familiar with, it stood out to me. And that alone made me want to hear what was immediately said after "Damn it, Bart." And so that's why in that process where "Damn it, Bart" came in loud and clear to me, I decided to go over to the next part to hear what the rest of that statement was, which is where you saw me actually create a loop over that part, split that part and then add a gain, which the gain is boosting the volume overall. And that's pretty much what you saw me do in that actual video. And so to hear, damn it, Bart, Nolan's really dead now, that I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it.
My reaction to Janetta, because when I first heard it, I thought this has got to be doctored. This can't be real. Don't move. Straight out to veteran trial lawyer Franz Borghardt, a veteran trial lawyer joining us out of the Baton Rouge jurisdiction at Borghardt's law firm. Franz, take off your defense hat just one moment. I have introduced wiretaps many times at trials, which are very hard to get, by the way. And I've never had one that I believed was doctored at the time because they were taken by law enforcement. This is from a completely independent source with no dog in the fight, no skin in the game. It's from dispatch at CETO. And if this is real, this blows the case wide up. Now, you saw Janetta Brantley. You've heard her. I have no reason to disbelieve anything she's saying.
So if I'm prosecuting this, I'm worried that I need a witness in 2026 to exclude the possibility that it's either AI generated or doctored, just like you suggested. And I think that she's very credible, but I think we need to go one step further. The other concern I have, Nancy, is if the independent autopsy is showing inconclusive death results, now I really want to see the other autopsy to see, is there trauma to the body? Is there something that happened? These are the concerns I would have as a prosecutor.
Before we talk about obstructions such as allegedly lying or covering something up, you've already mentioned two distinct lines of inquiry. One is that the audio that Janetta Brantley enhanced innocently, I believe, had been already AI or doctored. Okay, let's follow that through to its logical conclusion. You just throw that out there like a stink bomb at the circle. You know what a circle meeting is, right? In the United Methodist Church, all the ladies have circle meetings. Okay. To suggest this was doctored before Janetta got it means it had to have been doctored or AI created by who? The Mississippi Department of Marine Resources? No, don't.
She got on dude, man. She got on him. I don't even want to get into that part. I really want to get right until this, right? Let me see. Did she do the commercial? Yeah, it's her first. Okay, let me go a little bit more. Yes, after the commercial. I want to get into this part.
Until proven guilty. And regardless of how you or I or anybody else feels, that includes the young men on the boat with Nolan Wells. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of questions that have to be answered. Is this sound real? Has it been enhanced? Who enhanced it? Was it AI or doctored before Janetta Brantley pumped it up so we can hear it? I want you to hear another version.
You can see that I have the CETO channel completely muted, so we're only listening to the callers. Then I go through and simply raise the volume of all of the chatter we hear at the beginning of the call.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
Susan, that was enhanced by my producer, Sydney. I know her like that. I asked her, enhance it the best you can. She, again, has no interest in the outcome of this case. She pulls up, quote, want me to cover him up? I mean, Susan, weigh in.
I was listening to the enhanced version, both of them now, not doctored, by the way. There's a big difference there. Have you ever heard, Nancy, on Instagram where you listen to two things and your mind goes to what you're thinking of, like green car or moon boat? What are we really hearing? I believe that something nefarious did happen. Where I think the answers will be, again, this is my opinion, but I believe something happened there and we're not hearing the full story. And you pointing out, Nancy, how crowded that area was. So let's say what people are claiming, that it was an accidental drowning. No one saw. Look here at the crowd. Nobody saw what happened. And all of us have our phones on us all the time. No one recorded this. I think the answers are in the timeline and also the autopsy, when we will hear answers there.
You're seeing video from the Officer Tatum show, and I don't know what they were trying to show with it, but how can someone be dead and floating in the water and nobody notice? Which leads me to, Susan Hendricks, the fact that we have learned tonight that the state's autopsy is complete, but it's being kept secret.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Being held for the grand jury to look into that. And the fact, as you brought up, Nancy, earlier, that part of his throat was missing, will that be key? There's so many questions around this, but right, it's a public record, but we're not hearing about it. I guess they're waiting for the grand jury to show them that first.
Joe Scott Morgan, death investigator. I've never known claiming ongoing investigation.
Yeah.
Now, in the D4VD David Anthony Burt case, the LAPD demanded the medical examiner keep it secret because the medical examiner's office allegedly was leaking information.
Launching my website, but I need the right name. You can purchase what's available on Wix domain.
Possibly for money. Is that
So so the medical examiner haven't released nothing, and obviously they're not about to just overlook just what's going on as far as Ben Crump them camp. They're not about to overlook just what's going on when it comes to the autopsy or the audio recordings. I wanted to stick to the audio recordings. I had a phone call. That was my fault. I had let the video run a little longer than what I wanted it to. But the audio recordings, but I do know the audio recordings, it's Nancy's own producer enhanced the sounds, which means she's on the case and she heard what she heard from her producer, which make it that much more interesting. The timeline from when Nolan was on the island to the boat and them having the photo of him at 427 last being seen, also the witness account of an altercation that they seen, all comes to play on location of where it happened, how it happened, and a vivid time frame of what really happened. All right, y'all. That's it for the day, man. We about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody who came through, man. Hit the like button, man. Subscribe to the channel. I won't hold y'all up too long on tonight's night. You did. But yeah, man. Y'all know what it is, man. We out, man. We out. Y'all get the likes up, man. I appreciate everybody for coming through, man. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we trying to grow, you know what I'm saying, one day at a time, man. We're gonna grow it back where we had it, man. We're gonna get it back. But this was a good show. I got plenty more good shows coming. Y'all know what it is, man.
Yo, it's the deal, man. Welcome to Scullyville. You heard? 1, 2, 3, go! What?
man. We're gonna address all the smoke.